So this is some things to know before getting married. Move over June. Fall is one of the most popular times of the year to get married, with couples increasingly tying the knot in September or October to take advantage of the beautiful weather. Fall is truly the new wedding season. Brides magazine was declared. If you're engaged, in love, and preparing for the big day, how do you know you're really ready for married life? Here are 8 things that couples need to know before getting married. 1, your spouse is not going to complete you. That famous line from Jerry Maguire sounds romantic, but don't expect your partner to complete your life. It's really important for you to focus on you, not in a selfish way, not in a way that disregards your partner, but in a way where you understand taking care of yourself is going to help you bring your best self to your relationship. Couples need to be able to have a balance of separateness and togetherness. 2, be aware of the expectations you're bringing to the marriage. You probably want a lot from just one person: a companion, a passionate lover, good parent, and more. So issues can come up after Higgins presents couples with an expectation inventory. Here are some sample statements. Would you and your spouse agree your partner will meet all of my needs for companionship? I don't believe in romance should fade over time. I don't believe that partner's interest in sex should be different than mine. 3, you won't always feel in love. You could be with the most perfect partner in the world for you, and you're going to go through sessions where you feel like you're not aligned and you're not in love. That's where it's really important to be grounded in the values that you identify as a couple, versus trying to follow the feelings that you think you're supposed to be having. Know your partner's finances. Higgins believes you should both disclose your entire financial situation. From there, start to decide what's the best way to manage the finances. Many young couples today have one joint account plus their own separate accounts. That's fine if that works, if that's what works. But you want to talk about it to make sure that's not bringing you because you are feeling controlled and you're bringing in insecurities. Finances are where the mistrust and issues can surface. It's one of the top reasons people divorce. Money can be such a touchy topic that for some couples, talking about it can be more uncomfortable than discussing sex. 5, conflict is inevitable. Recognize your role in resolving it. When you're in the honeymoon phase, it's hard to imagine that there will be arguments or that your spouse has annoying traits or habits. But all of that awaits. How will you deal? Often the things you dislike or despite later in your relationship have more to do with you than with your partner. It's all about vulnerabilities, insecurities, and discomfort you bring in. A big piece about how to handle conflict and anger is knowing that it starts with you. How can you manage your own anxiety? Practice healthy ways to taking care of yourself and just making sure you're in a good place to address whatever stressors are happening. From there, it's about knowing how to come together and communicate as a couple. People are very quick to respond and react, but what you need to do is stop, be present, and listen. 6, discuss what a breach of trust would mean to you. Will you be monogamous or committed only to each other, or are you okay with more than one marriage? Are you okay with a more open marriage? It depends on a couple and what their personal boundaries and values are, Higgins noted. What would a betrayal mean to you? For some people, unacceptable behavior can mean flirting, sending texts, or having an emotional affair. For others, the only deal breaker may be sleeping with someone else. Talk about it before you get married. 7, when the going gets tough, don't call it quits right away. Many young married couples get divorced very soon, less than 5 years into the marriage. There's a mentality in our world today that if something's not working for you, get rid of it. But conflicts in marriage and relationships are opportunities to grow. Unless you're experiencing abuse or other intolerable behavior, give yourself the chance to try to work things out. And finally, 8, but 10th slide. express love. Research by psychologist John Gottman found a magic 5-to-1 ratio among healthy couples. For every one negative interaction during a conflict, people in a stable and happy marriage had 5 or more positive interactions. The positivity is crucial. It's really important to feel like you're in a good place, and that is definitely shown through little acts of love. Not the big things like planning lavish trips or spending $1,000,000 on your partner, but just waking up in the morning and giving them a kiss. So that was it for this. Thank you for listening.